I had one time had somebody say, oh, well, we pick up cigarette butts. There's no real academic research of that. What a load. All right, well, what happens if you don't pick up the cigarette butts? What kind of nasty chemicals get into the environment? If you do pick them up, you know everybody's hands are going to stink for a week, but you do get the campus cleaned up. You can go into what are the results of smoking, what are the impacts on cancer, what are the impacts if you do start picking these things up. I'm starting a petition drive to get your campus to be smoke-free. Anybody in here working on that with their chapter? God bless you. Smoking's a filthy habit. If you do smoke, quit. It's expensive. Y'all can't afford $5 a pack for cigarettes. And in New York State. It depends on your state too, with taxes and all that. I quit smoking 20-something years ago when cigarettes were $1 a pack. Today, when my students tell me they can't afford textbooks, and then I see them outside in the courtyard smoking, I'm like, yeah, you can afford textbooks. Just try to change your priority. But what is the action involved? What's the scholarship that's there? Do the scholarly education. Resourcefulness. Be resourceful. You've got a lot of people in your chapters with a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of connections that you might not think about. You want to put on something small and you think you want to do a luncheon with it. Well, it's easy to buy the stuff, but check out before you do. Somebody in your chapter, does their family own a restaurant or a convenience store or a grocery store or a catering company? Or do they know somebody who owns a catering company? When my group decided they wanted to do a bike show because their instructor rides a Harley-Davidson and thought it was a really cool idea to be able to park on campus, they got real resourceful to find out how to put this thing together. And they started working with some people that you normally don't work with. And I think that's a good thing to do. And this resourcefulness can also help you build your chapter. I know every single chapter in here, everybody in here, you've got people in your group who work 40 to 60 hours a week. They're single parents, sometimes they're married, they've got kids, they're trying to take classes when they can, usually in the evening. These people can't come on campus. They can't come out to a work project that takes a whole day. Their Saturdays and Sundays are precious to them. All right? These people oftentimes feel disenfranchised. They feel left out of the process. But if you've got some research to do, I know from my own experience, if I put out on our listserv, we need somebody to research this information. People I'd never see outside of the induction ceremony fire back an email. Hey, I've got a connection with this, or yeah, I can look that up. So now you've got people who can't physically be there. You're getting them involved in Phi Theta Kappa. You're getting them involved in part of the process. That's resourceful. That's bringing the resources together.
Randy, one other thing with resourcefulness is that if you look in your own backyard, you can always find ideas. You don't have to go to New Orleans to help Katrina victims. There are things right within your own area that will make great projects. There are also really interesting places right in your own backyard that probably are underappreciated by your campus. So that's another aspect of resourcefulness, is start in your own backyard first.
Yeah. Get it local, and then move it out from there. Collaboration with other chapters, with members within your chapter, getting people who normally aren't involved, get them involved. Getting other organizations on your campus involved. How many of you as Phi Theta Kappa members are also in your SGA, your Student Government Association, or AGS? They don't know, it goes by different acronyms. All right. Half of our officers for our SGA chapter are members of Phi Theta Kappa. All right. We're resourceful. Most of you are members of other clubs, American Chemical Society, nursing program, occupational health, and therapy, all of these other things. Get the other organizations involved on your campus. Get them to be a part of what you are doing. Get organizations off your campus to get involved. VFW, Veterans Affairs, other groups. More and more of your chapters are getting more and more returning vets coming back to school for training. Get other groups involved. On our bike show, one of the groups that got involved is normally not necessarily associated with academics. Tends to be associated more with a little bit more hard living lifestyle. But they got involved and they've had a great time with it. And we've done some support programs for a number of different groups out there. This year, the bike show is going to be doing some support for a young man who's run over by an 18-wheeler and has lost part of his leg, who's been told by Social Security, no, you don't qualify for disability. You can work. And he's like, no, I can't. So, we're doing something to help support him. Somebody that normally in Phi Theta Kappa, I know it's a value judgment, we all do it. Somebody that normally we would look at and go, no, they're not part of us. All right? Being resourceful, moving out beyond the campus.
This also supports, your college project. And when you're thinking about your 5-star development programs, as you go through the entire year, if you can connect it in this particular way, you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. as you are developing your chapter, involving yourself in the honors study topic and the different projects that you do. So you can take a look at one very comprehensive project and apply it in several different ways. So always think about chapter, community, college, and community. We used to call it the 3 C's when we were developing all of the different programs in Phi Theta Kappa. And so first your chapter, then your college, and then your community. And always have that umbrella reach with the 3 C's in development.
Yeah, and get it going. Most of you are familiar with the term double dipping and triple dipping on projects. Well, with the new Honors and Action Plan, we're taking dipping to the nth degree. All right, it's going well beyond triple dipping because, as Cindy's already said, it's becoming a much more comprehensive program. All right, so for the Honors in Action, what are the steps that we need to take? What are the things that we need to do? All right, determine which issue is important to you. Go through these 10 issues. You're going to pick out one. All right. Now you can have applications from other, but your main focus is going to be on one issue. So we've got some changes that have gone on with this program. Research the issue. Again, you cannot come up with a topic that you cannot do academic research on. It's there. I don't care how inconsequential you think the project is. There's academic research that you can do. Analyze your research. How important is it?